and no one would listen.
If your neighbor has a fire, lend them your garden hose. That's what he said. Called it lend-lease.
So our country is going to be what our people have proclaimed it must be, the arsenal of democracy.
We produced more than all the countries of the world combined. Roosevelt made that happen.
No matter how long it may take us to overcome this premeditated invasion, the American people in their righteous might will win through to absolute victory.
When Roosevelt led the United States during World War II, he was the head of the greatest coalition of nations and the most extensive war the world has ever seen.
The United Nations constitute an association of independent peoples of equal dignity and importance. The United Nations are dedicated to a common cause.
All through the war, he kept repeating, the United Nations and the four freedoms.
Freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of every person. Worship God in his own way. Freedom from want. Freedom from fear. They are the ultimate statement.
The war really pushed FDR in every capacity he had to be a leader. He worked 12, 15 hours a day. He was also declining in health. And in a sense, and I don't think it's overstating it, the war killed it.
I heard it on the radio.
I was coming home and people were.
I couldn't even eat my breakfast.
Paul came over to me.
I was walking alone down a dirt path alongside the Naval Airfield on Maui. A fellow came running by and he shouted me his past without breaking his face. And Roosevelt had died. I never felt so alone in all my life. It was like losing your own father.
He was a classy guy.
My mother came into the house and she was different. And she said, Sonny, she said, President Roosevelt died.
I think that it is the destiny of this American generation to point the road to the future for all the world to see. It is our prayer that all lovers of freedom may join us, the anguished common people of this earth, for whom we seek to light the path. I see an America where factory workers are not discarded after they reach their prime, where there is no endless chain of poverty from generation to generation. I see an America whose rivers and valleys and lakes, hills, streams and plains, the mountains over our land and nature's wealth deep under the earth are protected as the rightful heritage of all the people. I see in America unified by tolerance, confidence and strength, because their body and their spirit are secure and unafraid.
They brought him home to Hyde Park, the place he loved most, to bury him where he was born.
And the newspaper said, men will thank God on their knees 100 years from now that Franklin D. Roosevelt was in the White House. The man driving the taxi asked Mrs. Roosevelt, who now will talk with me about my government? All across the world, people wonder, who will be their protector? Who will have the force to keep them free? Who will keep alive this dream of democracy? Who will replace this man who gave the world the gift of hope?
Eleanor Roosevelt said in 1956 that we're all on trial to show what democracy means. That when I get sad, when I get afraid that we're going to forget our responsibilities to one another, or that the world will degenerate in evil, or that the UN will fail, I think about them. I think about the commitment and the courage that the Roosevelt showed.
They worked together as partners to improve people's lives, to improve the expression of democracy for our country. Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt were the people's friends.